Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Cowboy. It is 8:30 a.m. EST. Hope you all are doing great. We are just going to jump right into it. Let me go ahead and share the screen here. All right, and we got our beautiful Ethereum trade just chugging along. Now, I entered this trade during our live show. So let me go ahead and do a little bit of screen stuff here to make it easier to see. There we go. Yeah, did this during the live show. It's just going great. Really just gone straight to targets. But it's pretty much an easy time to see the longs right now. Everything in crypto is just pretty much going straight up. So, but I saw the breakout, took the trade. Matter of fact, I could have had a tighter stop. Right now, the stops are at break even. So effectively, the stop loss is right at entry, right? So I haven't taken any profit off yet. Now I do have a target up at 38.76, as you can see on the screen. And that may be where I go ahead and take some profit off of the table, or, because there's no more risk left. It just depends on what the charts are doing. If the charts are calling for a further move up, then I will keep this trade on as is and not modify it. I may even raise the stop into profit if that's a good idea. I'll take a look at basically some of these areas where you can see this. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see those orange candles where price tried to reject and then got pushed right back up. So below one of these wicks might not be a bad place to move stops up to if I, think perhaps the price is going to, go down, but not too far. Or if I really think that the move is over for whatever reason, Bitcoin gives us some clues, because this is Ethereum, but if Bitcoin gives us clues that it's ready to turn around, it's probably going to drag a lot of coins with it, and Ethereum would not generally be an exception to that rule. So that's just the plan. But as my private group knows, like I said, I entered this while my private group was watching, so I will update that trade as they watch, right? They'll get the information right on time. Mavbit, good morning. Thank you for watching. Let me go ahead and post a quick link really quick so some other people can join us. Let me see here. Now, if you are watching, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that stuff, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching it after the fact. That does help us out. It helps us out with the algos and all that sort of thing. So, we are trying to build this channel. And if you're at Algo Factory, you already know, because I say it all the time, more is better. The more people we have, the stronger of a group we are, the more eyes we have on the market, right? That's a big thing. That is a big thing. So let me just throw this link up here. All right. For private group. Now, of course, if you're in the Algo Factory private live lab, after this 30 minutes is up, right at 9 a.m., we flip over to the, that's 9 a.m. EST, we flip over to the Telegram's private group, right? That's how we do that. So, all right, so Ethereum, I pretty much just mapped that out. I do expect it to head up basically to targets. I mean, there's always that chance we get a few pullbacks in the way. It would be healthy to see a pullback, to be honest. But if it goes straight to targets, I'm not complaining either. But once price hits that 38.76, which is this line right here, I'll be looking at how I want to manage this trade. So, I might just take profit there. I might take half the profit, let the rest ride. There's a couple ways to do that. Let me see. We got some questions. And Gorilla's in the house. Via the Gorilla, how are you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm just sitting back here listening to you talk.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Even though I do like your voice.
Yeah, it's I'm
so
told
smooth.
it's a lovely voice.
It's a lovely voice. Hey, good morning, all you savages.
All right, yeah, man. Freaking, we just went through the Ethereum trade that I threw on yesterday during the private chat. So
how's crypto looking this morning, bro?
What's that?
How's crypto looking this morning?
Let me take a look. Bullish. Everything is just bullish, dude. This was a pretty obvious trade to take, to be honest. Like, everything is just bullish as all hell. I expect this one. Just
I'm gonna show you something in the live lab of what's happening, but that's gonna be only for the live lab, for the eyes of people in live lab. It's something that I'm involved in a trade, and I'm just gonna show you some institutional inflow. Okay. Yeah.
Um, is it a diverse trade? Do you have diversity and equity?
There's, dude, it's all about diversity and equity.
Oh, perfect. Because I don't want to see anything else besides that. You can see here that
There's a lot of
oh, go ahead.
gayness involved. A lot of gayness involved, bro.
That's perfect. Gayness of the anus. That's what we want.
That's all it is,
Um,
bro.
I think we see ATH today. Very possible. Everything's bullish, and what we saw was a run up to that yesterday afternoon, early evening, right? So this was a 7 p.m. EST. Price went ahead and was at 68,500. Let me see, was that yesterday? That was Monday. Yeah. So now price did retrace, grabbed some liquidity, and that was actually totally predictable, right? So if you look at the way the price has built up here, you can see that. Well, I'm going to actually zoom in just a little bit so we can just grab a little understanding of how price moves and why it does what it does when it's hyper bullish like it is. I mean, this is essentially FOMO, what we're seeing right now, essentially. Now, on the way up, price went ahead, took a break, grabbed some liquidity, took a break, grabbed some liquidity. Now, you can see here that those liquidity grabs created some price action where price kind of went back and forth in that period, and not functionally this area right here that I'm about to put a box around. That's what matters right here. So, but really back here on the way up where price did that last move down before it went up and tried to test all-time highs, price came back down to that same exact area, grabbed liquidity, and now is on the way back up. And from what I can see in the algos, it's going to continue up. Of course, anything can happen right now. So I don't want you to think that, oh, well, shoot, man, it's absolutely going to go up. Look, here's the thing. There's a lot of things that can happen, a lot of things that the charts don't necessarily say. There are times when market makers will come in and cause a big move down. I did a show about this on Friday. The next Bitcoin pullback, possibly whatever. Go take a look at that. It will explain from a market maker's perspective how price might get thrown down. But I really actually expect to see all-time high today in like the next few hours. If you look at the trajectory right now of this move, and again, this is on a 30-minute chart, this can change rather quickly. But if it stays on this trajectory, I would expect all-time high by, maybe like a 11:30 EST. That's very possible. So we are looking, we're looking at something like that. So let me, so that's what it looks like. That's what crypto looks like right now. Yeah, to answer your question. So okay, Theta, Von Nile wants to see Theta, or is just exclaiming Theta. I think I picked up some Theta. Did I not pick up some Theta in my bag? Let me see. Give me a second to look on a different screen for that. Let's see, Theta, look on MexC. So yeah, Theta went from. Let me take a quick look at what just happened on. Hold on a minute. I got trades going off here. Give me a second. We are a trading show. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. I just want a quick JPY short that I took right before the show. So I'm testing a new algo, and that thing went straight to F and targets. I love when that happens. Theta went yesterday from noon my time, so 2 EST, from 224 all the way up to 340. So you're talking about $1.15 on 224. So that's over 50%. That's a nice move up on Theta. Theta is I like the project. But here's the thing about Theta from like a fundamental standpoint. It's been in beta for like
Theta's been in beta, baby, forever.
Yeah. It's so a beta, like when you're a product, a lot of times you'll go through what's called a beta phase, especially in the software world, where beta is like you're testing, right? And the Theta project, I think, is awesome. It's basically like it's like a Web3 project, decentralized internet. As far as I know, I think it's out there. You can do videos on Theta kind of like you would on YouTube in a sense, right? But my question is why is it not like legit yet? Why is it not past beta phase when this coin came out in 2017? Like, what are we waiting for, guys? Like, been through 2 bull markets. I'm pretty sure like they had enough money during the bull to make this happen, you know. So that's what has me kind of wondering about Theta and why it hasn't moved forward. I'm sure that there are some Thetaites that can tell me. I know Theta has a lot of rocket fuel and always has. The community has always pushed this coin to new heights. So you know that's fine. But essentially, you know, I'm like, why are you still in beta? So I don't know. Did I pick up some Theta? Let me take a look at my I have like a sector here. All right. So yeah, I think I meant to pick up Theta and didn't, and of course it goes up 50% after I don't buy it. That was actually one of the bags I meant to increase was my Theta bag, but that's all right. You know, now I do have a collection of coins I shared with the private group of altcoins that I will be holding through the bull, unless I have like some major moves up where I just make a bunch of money all of a sudden. Then I'll be holding those through the end of this bull, and I do expect this bull market to go through probably like a year from now, more or less. You know, we'll see about it. Von Nye says YouTube has to shut down for Theta to take off. Okay, guess what? YouTube ain't shutting down, so I really doubt YouTube is going anywhere. That's funny. That's like YouTube has to shut down for Theta to take off. Yeah, that's great. That's like the sun needs to not come up tomorrow. Like, all right. But hey, it's great to trade. I mean, look, you can make a lot of money if you were holding Theta yesterday. You made 50%.
Yeah, be pragmatic. Don't get caught up in the dogma that these guys who peddle these coins push.
Yeah, and I'm not laughing at you, Vaughn. Vaughn, you're awesome. I love you, but yeah,
we love you, Vaughn.
Yeah, we love you, Vaughn. We're not bagging on you, but
no homo. We just love you.
I don't think YouTube's going anywhere. It's like one of the biggest companies on earth. I mean, obviously, yeah, I know it's paper rich and all that. It's not like it has any real capital behind it. I mean, I don't know.
Neither does Theta.
Well, yeah, it's just. I mean, look, YouTube's a legit company. I'm not bagging on YouTube. Like they're for real.
No, they're real. They are real.
They're real, but they're not like there's no like Toyota has factories and makes cars. Like, you know. Anyway.
That's like me creating a car company, be like, in order for my car company to succeed, Toyota must fail.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not, you know, YouTube is a monster. Like, YouTube's a monster. YouTube is not going anywhere. So, and you know, and hey, man, we use YouTube. We're happy to use YouTube. Whatever. I'm not, you know, not talking trash. I like Theta. I just don't, you know. Now, Vaughn, I would like to hope that what you just said might be partly true or partly untrue, and that way Theta could take off without YouTube. I know a lot of people who hold it, but look, I mean, there's a lot of people who are still holding coins based on Cliff High, and I'm not saying Cliff High is wrong, but Cliff High has been wrong on a lot of things, like so far. But everybody says, well, he's not wrong about the things, he's just wrong about the timing. I'm like, okay, well, I think of that makes me think of the broken clock being right twice a day. I love Cliff, and he's been right on more things than a broken clock. I'm not trying to hit on him, you know, hit him too hard. I'm trying to hit on Cliff. What's up, big Cliff? But you know, I'll tell you what, Cliff, I I have a soft spot for Cliff. Like, I think he's a nice dude, but at this point, I don't know that I'd still be holding like Cliff coins. You know what I mean? Like Populous Token, and I made a nice tidy sum on Populous Token back in the day because of the hype. But anyway, that's that. So let's look at some other.
So the creator of Theta is Mitch Liu. Mitch is a guy I actually spoke to. He was when Mitch was trying to shop around for a data center, because in order for him to launch T Fuel,
gotta have data center.
It actually crossed my desk, and I actually spoke to the guy because there are people that I'm connected to that are investors in data center, and Mitch was pitching to us about that. So it's Mitch Liu. That's where Theta is. And no, he's not a founder or creator of YouTube. I think it's a great technology, man. I think it's a brilliant technology. It really is.
I don't think it needs YouTube to shut down.
No, it can thrive on its own. It's just the problem with Theta is with most coins that are purporting this, or we're blockchain based, we're decentralized, but you're running everything off of AWS servers.
Yeah,
and the actual ledger and the actual recording of things is done on the blockchain ledger, right? But the actual technology and stuff, it's built off of an amalgam of AWS, this, that, and the other, because you need bandwidth in order to do what you're purporting your thing to do, and that bandwidth doesn't exist in small little tiny little server farms. It exists with big companies, and so that's the situation there. So yeah, it's great on paper. I mean, if it could actually do what it can do, what it says it can do, then hey, that's great.
Oh, I would love it, dude.
And
I'd be
the
all
thing
over it.
is, yeah, absolutely. And the thing is with Theta, as with most crypto, the majority of 90 some odd percent of crypto, it's all vaporware, man. None of this stuff actually exists. None of this has any use case scenario. None of this is actually being used by anybody. But it just exists simply for the trade. That's what makes it so hilarious.
Well, and that's why,
hey,
that's why
we
we're pragmatic,
enjoy it,
right?
and we take advantage of it.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, bro.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, you were just saying like, I thought you were done, but yeah, that's why I think, like we just said, we take advantage of it. That's why we are pragmatic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just looking at the chart on Theta, and let me see here. Yeah, so there are, like, I put out a chart for Phantom. We're going to take a look at Phantom because over on X, I actually put out a setup, like a long-term setup on Phantom. Let me go to a different Theta, like an older Theta.
It's an older Theta.
Let me see, Theta Network. We'll go to, yeah. So you can see what Theta has done in the past. And a lot of like these bull markets, a lot of coins did really well in 2017, but did not do so well in 2021. So, to assume that something's going to do well in one bull run and not during another, like, it's not always safe. But look, Theta was at let me see here, $16, and that didn't have anything behind it, right? There was a beta, that was in 2021. So, it's at $3. So, look, Theta could go from 3 to 16 and higher. That's one kind of easy way to sort of think about what could happen. It doesn't mean these coins are going to reach their all-time highs from 2021. Like I just said, like Ripple's 2021 high was in the $2 range, and in 2017, 2018, it reached over $3. So even your really good cryptos. Now, I know we can talk about lawsuits and everything else. I get it, but the whole point here is that you can sort of use the 2021 high to estimate what might happen. And I'm going to move over to Phantom just for that reason. Let's see here. I put a Phantom setup up on X, and I think it's like a good look. Yeah, it broke out. That's beautiful. Broke out like right after I entered that setup, more or less. A few days ago, it broke out. I put the setup up yesterday. So again, if you can see this on my X profile, it's right there. I expect Phantom to kind of head up towards the $1 range. I know I put $1.03, but if I were trading and exiting the trade and not trying to buy, like, hold Phantom, I probably would exit below $1 because it's a nice round number. And these are all based on old like ranges, right? So these lines, these structural sort of limits where I'm looking to enter or exit trades are based on old ranges. And the top of the next range, if you will, is going to be sitting around $1.90. So I probably would get out below that, like $1.88. And then, of course, sky's the limit. The high of 2022, really 2021, was sitting at about 348. So price could easily eclipse that. Phantom's actually legit. I might even do a show on Phantom. It's a coin that has a lot of history of being strong, a lot of history of being just really resilient. So might have to do a little expose. So that's Phantom, though. That's what I expect. This is like a pretty nice big long setup for people who like to buy and hold. I expect Phantom to get to its high. Now, here's the thing about like this coming bull market. Understand that if traditional finance remains stable, I expect this bull market to be extremely strong. But do understand that there is a history of where crypto bull markets get ruined by traditional finance problems. Like if traditional finance goes through some kind of a bad time, like a recession, like if we see a legit recession, let's say the Fed cuts rates a little too fast, money flows out of the market, There's a lot of theory behind that. We could even briefly go over that theory before the end of the show, but crypto will take a hit. That will happen. So it's just, that's almost guaranteed. So understand that even in the bull, if traditional finance takes a hard hit, we'll see crypto take a hit. And there's a really good example of this in 2020, right on, is it on this chart? I'll go to Bitcoin so you guys can see what happens when traditional finance takes a hit. Because this what I'm about to show you happened at the beginning of a bull market, right? This is the third halving that you see in that yellow line in May of 2020. Now, historically, there have only been a few halvings before this, only a couple really, but historically, price runs up to the halving. There might be like a small pullback right before the halving, but historically, price runs up to the halving. But you see this big spill down where Bitcoin was at 10,000 and it went down to like low 3,000s, right? Or on this chart, not quite that low, but a lot of exchanges went down to like $3,100 or so. Well, that's a massive dump right there. As from 10,000 to 31, that's I don't know, what is that, 80% or something, like 70 some odd percent. That's big dump in a time when it's supposed to be hyper bullish, right? It's supposed to be hyper bullish, like not hyper, but it's supposed to, like right now is this time. So this time right here in 2020 is literally like the same time in the 4-year cycle as we are in right now. So this should have been a bullish time. And it dumped because everything dumped, because the whole market dumped because of the COVID crash. So this is an example. If we see a traditional finance crash, crypto will be taken down with it. It will happen. I'm almost guaranteeing you. So don't think that crypto's invincible.
No, it's
so,
not.
it's a,
Crypto is institutions, right? If something happens where the institutions got to go, they got to get liquid real fast. They're going to be jettisoning. Bye-bye crypto.
Yeah, dude. Like,
they're not like the typical person buying crypto. An institution's not like, oh, I got Moo coins because Moo coins is going to enhance streaming capability and allow me to surf the internet without without the fear of spam and phishing. So I use Moo coin. So therefore, we're gonna invest $10 million in Moo coin. They don't give a rat's rear end. They know most of the stuff is all bullshit, right? But what they're gonna do is they're gonna absolutely, they're gonna be pragmatic about it, and they'll play it. They'll play the game because they have no feelings. They're not attached to stuff. They're not tribal like we are. Most people are tribal when it comes to their assets that they like, their sports teams that they like, their their affiliations they like, and the coin that they like.
Yeah, Brian Dimmery, thank you for that. We got 15 people watching. We should have at least 23 likes. Smash that like button. Helps us out. But yeah, dude, the gorilla says it. That's such a great concept, like that tribal concept.
Yeah.
That is
tribal, like it's a sport. I love my Pepe coin, man. You don't understand Pepe. Pepe gonna is Litecoin. Remember Litecoin's gonna be used by the UN.
Yeah, dude. Remember that song they made about Litecoin? Like
Litecoin is the right coin, is the means of exchange. If you got Litecoin, you ain't gay. It's Litecoin. Yeah, it's the right coin.
Well, now you
again and again and again and again and again and again.
If you got Litecoin, you are gay, because gay is a good thing now, right? Like,
gay is awesome, bro.
You want to be
all about being gay these days.
Yeah, 100% gay.
Yeah, man. The gayer, the better. The more
that's
gay
right.
you are, super. In the West, that's currency, bro. That's real currency in the West.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get rich just by being gay.
Being gay.
Yeah. It's totally true. So, but yeah, in reality, how do I say this? So I've seen so many fanboys go down because I'm never selling. Like, okay,
I'm gonna hold till I die. Okay.
Well, yeah, like money's nothing until you spend it. Like,
only thing you should be holding is like actual physical assets, man.
That's gold, how I feel. We don't give investment advice, but I agree with
collector cars, artwork, paintings, freaking Rolex watches. Those are things you hold, man.
For sure.
Yeah. Land, arrogable land, things of that sort. That's what you hold. You don't hold on to a stupid coin made by some nerd in some God knows what West Bumblehoota, Alabama, and he came out with a white paper.
That's racist, bro. Why does he got to be white paper?
Well, he could do a brown paper.
Do brown paper. Mornings, bro.
We don't do white papers anymore. We do brown papers.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, take it up with the man.
Yeah, I do brown paper at about 7:45 most mornings anyway. All right, so I I got a little close. I got a little position in profit. I'm going to close. Been killing it. So the new algos are coming out, by the way, and they're ready. They've been ready. We're just waiting on our web developers to figure out how to integrate a few things with our website. But the new algos are just murdering it. If you look right here, you're not going to see in the 18-hour. But let me flip this over to a different time frame so you can see one of my algos just killing it. Like, I mean, if I just sat there and only traded the algo, then that's enough to be profitable. But I like to, I'm crazy. I like to improve everything all the time, always tinkering. It's why I am who I am. But you will see that, let me just clean the screen up. Look, if you just simply went like this tab right here, let me put a box around it because the screen's kind of might be small for people to see. Let me zoom in. There's this exit longs, exit shorts. Those are the exits, obviously. And then you have this box right here, which is the entry. This little, not the box, but that little tab that I just put a box around. Let me zoom in so you all can see it, right? So you can see that tab. That's the entry, right? And then the exit for the prior trade. It says exit shorts and then entry long. Well, here it says exit long, right? So this is a 3-hour chart. This works on like the 5-minute. There's some charts past which it doesn't work. It doesn't work past the daily. It doesn't work on the 18-hour, but like, most charts below that, it does work, right? So I would enter this trade here, right? You have to test and design your own stops, but you can actually program this thing to tell you what your stops are, right? You can actually do that. I'm just not doing that in this instance. But had I exited right when it told me to exit, I would at least have some profit because this is an algorithm. We're not talking about like, typical trading, right? This is like enter, exit when you want to know. I mean, if I exited, that's profit, especially if I exited at the top, but I doubt I would have hit the top. But still, that's a nice profit. It's almost a 1-to-1, simply just doing what it says. Now, a lot of people will actually take the entry signal and have their own exits, and that's fine too. But if we look back through time, we can actually see some other instances here. Here's a great one. Look at this entry right here. So let me delete all this drawings here. If you can see it on the screen here, again, it might be a little hard to see, but there is an entry right there. Let me just do this. Hold on. Let me hide that. And let me hide. Why is it not letting me hide this? So weird. Well, let me hide this. All right, well, whatever. So you see this tag right here, this green little tab. Now that would be an entry that looks like this, right? I would enter on the next candle. My stop would be below recent structure, probably like right there, more or less. And it doesn't tell me to exit the trade until way over here. You'll see it right here at the top as I move, as I manipulate this measurement box. So if you look up here, the entry is way down there. You see the little tab, and then you can see it might be hard to see, but if I zoom in it right here, you can see where there's that little diamond right there. It says exit longs. It's probably hard, like I said, a little hard to see, but you can see it. It's a little green dots, and above it in blue it says exit longs. And if I simply followed this algo, it gave me like an 8-to-1 trade. It's stupid. Thanks, Lisa. And when I say stupid, I mean stupid good, stupid awesome. Just simply doing what it says. Like even here, let's just say like take a trade that doesn't work out, right? Like a losing trade, it limits your losses. So let's just say I went short right here in this red tab right there. And I entered right here. So, for those of you who are super new to trading, I want the price to go down, right? So I'd have a stop loss like right there. Well, guess what? Like, I don't know, maybe my profit taking is wherever I put it, or maybe I'm just waiting for the algo to tell me to get out. Well, it tells me to get out like right here. So, like let's say I had a deeper stop because I like to use this structure back here, right? Well, this got me out way, way, way sooner than that stop. This got me out right here. So instead of losing, this much profit, instead of losing that much of my book, it literally cut my loss to less than a third. So this is beautiful algo. It's going to be available on the website. We're going to give people access to it, and we're going to give Algo Factory members a 50% discount on access to that. So we're very excited about that. We're going to flip over to the private gorilla. So can you, sir, please get us out of here? And by the way, thank you all for coming on, watching, and hitting that thumbs up button.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, guys, don't sit there on the sidelines wondering if this is for you. Join us. This is the most dynamic, real trading group on God's green earth. You have the best of the best in the technicals with Cowboy. You have the best of the best with the forecasting and the macros with myself. And it's a 1-2 punch, man. It's a 1-2 punch. And then we're not only teaching you how to trade, we're teaching you how to build the algorithms that trade on your behalf 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can have a life. If you want to have a life, join us or die. Take it away, Cowboy.
Join us or die.